Lucy decided to join us for Chapter 4. Chapter 4 is called The Escape. Little Bo ran until she thought she would collapse. It was only when the wet snow began to mat her fur that she slowed a little. She was fighting for breath, and her legs ached, and her chest hurt. She scrambled beneath the edge and lay there, panting and exhausted. She wondered which way the others had gone. Were any of them hurt? Shivering, she looked out from beneath the hedge and saw nothing but snowy fields and tall trees like thin sticks against the cloudy sky. She wondered which way she should go. The others had gone. Certainly not back to the road where Withers was, so she set off again across the fields. But the snow was thick and deep, and she kept sinking into it. Something caught her eye, and she saw an animal with a long, bushy tail running swiftly in her directions, its nose to the ground. Bo felt the fur stiffen on the back of her neck. Her senses told her that this was not a friendly creature, and she crouched low. It passed within inches of her, seemingly preoccupied, and on the scent of something else. Here's the picture. And little Bo is right there. Talk to someone at home. What kind of animal is this? Bo became aware of how dangerous it was for her to be in this unknown countryside and all alone. I have to find somewhere that is safe and warm, she told herself, and continued on. By the time the sun went down, she was so cold that she was shaking all over. She was also starving and aware that her strength was disappearing fast. She paused at the top of the knoll. In the distance, a road stretched like a thin, dark ribbon, and far, far away there were buildings. But Bo knew she could never reach them by nightfall. Darkness was rapidly covering the land. She noticed some stones and planks of wood stacked against each other. Limping towards them, she saw that they were part of an old shed like the one in Mrs. Hedge's garden. This would have to be her shelter for the night. Bo crawled into the shed and found a pile of damp leaves and tattered newspapers, gathered there by years of wind and rain. She turned around and around until she had fastened a makeshift nest for herself and almost immediately fell into an exhausted sleep.